And Chairman, please remember to raise your mic. We're ready, Chairman.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. Okay, folks, we ready? I want to call the meeting to order and remind everyone to please turn off your cell phones and put them to the side while we're in the middle of the meeting. That's our commissioners and our guests tonight, okay? Be sure also that you have signed in the front and the foyer. And then I would like to introduce Mr. Ralph Wilson. Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilson is our newest member of the Historic District Commission. He was appointed last week by the mayor. So Mr. Wilson is a very active member of the community, and we're glad to have him. We look forward.
Thank you. Look forward to working with everyone.
Good, very good. All right, let's move into the business of the of the commission. You were sent or received by email the minutes. Are there any additions or corrections?
I make a motion to accept the minutes, approve the minutes.
It's been moved by Ms. Salter and
Second.
seconded by, who seconded? Mr. Wilson seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Agenda item number 2, old business, Mr. James Matwire. That's application 21301 Williams Avenue. Is Mr. Matwire here? Would you go up to the podium, please?
Good afternoon. I actually submitted something last month. I didn't realize I needed to still come back. So I came back, but I do have an update to the painting that I want to do to the house. I have an example of it here. You want me to kind of come over and
Sure.
hand it to you all?
Please.
Okay. And this is a Sherwin-Williams brochure.
Okay.
And I basically want to do this same style.
So you tone down the blue.
Yes.
Yeah, because that wasn't gonna, I was gonna make us,
I
look,
knew
this
you
is
were
what I
gonna-
picked.
And
And
this
that's,
is
look at
the
that.
actual swatches here if you want to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the main color will be this color blue with the alabaster trim. And then the door, no longer red. I'm going to go with this because it's easier to maintain and so
That's
forth.
really,
Well, another thing I was concerned about, you face west,
Mhm.
and that red would fade to a.
That's where I was worried, but the blue would be faded, and it would be a quick paint job again. So
Yeah.
going down will eliminate the
So
fading.
this is the color.
do
that-
you
What?
have the names of the,
Yeah,
Well,
here's the names here.
It
What's
shows
the
down
color?
these, those, if you'll
Okay,
get
I'll
those
give
to
it
Ms.
to you.
Rock.
No.
may
That
we
looks very
keep
nice.
those paint samples, or do you
I'll
need
take a
them?
picture of it so I'll remember.
There
but
you
I'll
go.
show it to you. Yeah.
Okay. All right, is there anything else as far as your structure?
That is the only thing I'm doing now. When I get ready to do other things, I'll come back to you all.
Okay, so we're not fooling with signage yet.
Not right now.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, is there a motion to
I
approve?
move to approve the application with the colors as presented in the minutes. Just record the actual colors if you would be so kind. Just document in the minutes the particular Sherwin-Williams colors.
I'll second the motion.
It's been moved by Dr. Horton, seconded by Dr. Owens to accept the paint colors as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Thank you. Ms. Rock,
So these are the three.
I'm sorry, I was going to ask you to give us a quick update on the Seven Brew Coffee House.
So the only thing that we were dealing with, and I'll get these recorded, you need these back?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get them back and I'll get recorded. So with Seven Brew, I sent an email to several of our commissioners with 4 options that Seven Brew provided for us. And we went with option number 2, which, I don't know if she brought it there, but it changed the direction of the lighting and how the lights would actually be displayed. I don't have what the option 2 was. I thought we had it in this packet, but it's
I
not.
can tell you, the option 2 is on the side, that would be the north side, facing the residents there would be no sign at all.
Right.
That was eliminated. And then the other signs on the building, they would take the the lighting, and they would hide it into the canopy that's built around so you wouldn't see it, and the light would shine up onto the sign rather than the sign being of the neon type. So it would be just like a firm sign with the lighting like we do in the historic district. And then with all the LED lighting around the roof of the building and around the canopy of the building, they agreed or said they would make that at 80% of the full capacity of the lighting. So that will diminish that tremendously, and that the lighting would be turned off at closing.
Right.
And that was set with the commission members, and so I think everybody's on board as far as that. That was the consensus.
Did you hear back from the gentleman?
Oh, they appreciated what you guys submitted, and they would be, that's what they're gonna go with, what
Okay,
you
okay.
decided.
Okay. Well, that's great.
All right, well, the decision was made by the commissioners as far as a consensus, so we do not have to approve that.
No, we did not. We just stated that we were gonna talk about it, discuss what we wanted to go with, whatever they presented, but they didn't have to come back before the commission.
Okay, all right, very good. Anybody have any questions pertaining to that? Mr. Wilson, you have any questions?
No, ma'am, at this time I do not. Thank you.
I'll tell you when you can.
Okay, thanks, okay.
All right, let's move into new business. Number 3, new business, and that's Sidney Frederick. He's not here.
It's probably closing the store.
Okay, we'll
Just come
we'll
back
go
to it.
back. Agenda item 3.2, Eric Payton, 845 3rd Street. This is minor repair and paint, and there are supporting documents. Ms. Robinson.
Anybody here?
Right here.
Is anybody
Is
here?
anyone here to
Yes, sir.
represent?
Mr. Payton, you can come to the podium.
Yes. Sorry, Mr. Payton.
When you pull it up, it's this red house.
How y'all doing?
This
Yes.
is right here.
Let's do a little more. Just give her a moment.
This is Sydney's. What is this?
Everything will be replaced with treated wood.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you said? And I see that you want to paint.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have, there's an A, B, and C. What is going to be silver?
That's gonna be the building itself is gonna be changed from that dark red to the silver.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
With the
so you're going to
blue trim.
repaint the whole building?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the building itself will be the silver gray.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now what is the dark navy?
That's gonna be the trim, the trimming of it, the facial boards and around the windows and doors. Well, the door will be white.
Okay, is there a reason you're not going to leave the trim around the windows white?
No, that's the color
This is-
we matched up was the gray and the blue. But
Okay, you have the paint color of the gray, and I don't know what brand of paint that is.
that's a Bear paint.
Bear paint? Okay, and you don't have a chip of the navy.
Okay.
Is that a Bear
I gave
paint?
her a little sample of it. It was on the darkest blue, but I can get it to Chantrell or,
But was it a Bear paint
yes,
as
ma'am, it's
well?
Bear as well.
Okay, because we'll need that
Yes, ma'am.
number and everything. And then the steps are white. So what you're replacing though, the decking on the back and everything, is it going to be painted at all, or is it just going to be,
It's gonna be like a stain color.
okay, it's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
treated lumber that will be
Yes, ma'am.
stained?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Steps down in decking.
Okay. I know, there's a lot of navies. Can you come? You lost my voice. I mean, it's all like almost black, is what you're supposed to do.
like that?
Okay,
Black-
just super,
black
super
navy?
dark.
What's the number on that, please?
Well, this is Sherwin-Williams number 9179, but that may not be what he's using, but it
Okay.
is very,
It's
very
close.
dark.
Yeah,
it's very
close.
Okay. All right, and then the back will have that.
Same.
Okay, and that's just treated there. And the door will be the only thing that's white. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. Go back to the.
So that going up?
9179. Okay.
Well, that's all it, okay.
Any other questions?
Is that all he presented? It's your English, just a paint
That's
color.
bad.
Yeah, just paint colors, yeah. I didn't realize it was paint color structure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, do you want to make a motion?
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the application as presented with the colors. And if you would just please bring her
Yes.
color swatch.
Okay.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Dr. Horton has seconded. Ms. Salter has moved. Dr. Horton has seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposition? Okay. We're okay with the paint samples. You got what you need? Okay. Whoops. All right. Roman, wait, let's go to you. It's this one, it's this one, yeah. Agenda item number 3 Bolton Realty for Front Street Capitol at 106 Line. This is replacing, it says replacing rotten windows. However, they've indicated, Ms. Rock, was it you that she talked to about just doing the trim around
The
the
seals
window?
inside, not the entire window, was it? It was just the,
Just a trim,
just the
just a
trim, the
trim.
seals, right, not the entire window. And
It's
repainted the
rotten.
front. They're gonna repaint the front and just change out the window seals, not the window itself.
Not the windows, but the window sill. And do we have a color on,
Or is it matching?
It's this right
There
here.
should be a color sample with the number inside the packet.
It's pretty white. Did you match this to the building, the existing building?
I'm sorry?
Did you try to match that to the existing building?
Yes, and it's a little, it's hard to, it's a little bit lighter than.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because that has a little, it actually has a cream tint to it,
Yeah.
and that is not. So it's going to be quite a bit brighter. Do you realize that?
Yeah, he wanted it a little bit brighter.
Okay.
He wanted it to stand out.
Oh,
Not, but not too much to where, you know.
yeah, right. Y'all want to see it's the second one? Right, you want to look?
regular?
This. It's just going to be a little bit lighter than what it is. What's the door going to be? It's going to be the same? Same thing? Everything's going to be the same?
Everything's gonna be the same. And the windows are rotten because they're in a wooden casing, so you just wanted to replace the trim, the way it's
That's what
brown.
we,
Kenny's not painting the walls or anything.
No.
okay.
Okay, I have a question. You see the metal work here?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, what color?
Well, they're not gonna paint the metal work, they'll paint the wood structure.
Well, it looks like it was, I couldn't tell.
Silver.
Oh, it's silver. Okay, okay, all right, thank you.
So the
And to
color
white of
change,
the window, is that because it's a flat roof where the leaking is? This area, right? Am I seeing that correct?
Yeah, and both of them are like that, and because it's in a wood frame, that wood just rots when that water hits it,
Water, right.
and they're gonna get all the rust
We're on
and
this one.
everything else
Okay.
off that.
This white
I was just
one.
assuming that that's what
Way
it
up
was, or
high.
maybe I was looking at it wrong. Okay.
did the
Thank
color
you.
palette change from what we
All right.
have presented
Any other
here?
questions or concerns?
I'll move to approve the application.
Dr. Horton has moved to approve the application. Ms. Robinson has seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Thank you. All right. Agenda item number 3 Brian Hicks, 120.
You're good. Yeah, it's approved.
Thank you.
You can go ahead and paint.
120 Williams Avenue, and
No one brought
That's
it.
with
He had to be here.
what?
He probably just doesn't realize he needs to be here.
Okay,
Are you representing Brian?
Not representing the dirt.
Oh, okay.
you did. Well, you were awfully quiet back there.
Ms. Sharon,
Better be quiet,
let me
girl.
have the number for Mr. Hicks, and let me see if I can find out why they didn't come. We talked to
Sure.
them several times today.
You're talking telephone number?
Yes.
That's I'm looking on the app. Oh, 652-9124.
Because he needs that approved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the signage.
It's the-
Oh, yeah, but you don't have to have ours approval for that.
Just replacing it the same, it looks like. See that just come down.
No, it's up here.
Why, are you trying to get in touch with them?
That's the name of it now.
You're trying to
Fitness.
get in touch
It's not
with them?
basic anymore.
Yeah, to see.
Okay.
Well, that's been there for 100 years, so I don't know if it's going to remain there or not.
Yeah, ladies, we're going to move on to
Okay.
application 3-5, Terry and Maria Durr. You're handling that one?
Oh,
Is that right?
yes. I'm trying to say we have the app.
I think Brad's doing.
Brad's right
Brad,
there.
are you handling the Durrs?
Yes, ma'am. They could make it.
Sure. Would you go to the podium, please? Thank you.
Close the door.
Yeah, it's got a lot to read what it says. You want to tell us what's going on with them, and we have the...
Sure, so the Durrs bought the
Excuse-
property at 401
excuse-
Jefferson.
Excuse me just a second. Steve, we need to go to the application that's 3-5. It's the next one. It's a house on Jefferson Street. And we'll see if the gentleman can get
There it
it.
is.
There.
That's the front.
It's 401 Jefferson.
And there'll be several pages. You should have a PDF file that y'all were sent earlier.
Right, and the house was built between 1923 and 1930.
Correct.
And it's considered a valuable structure in the district. Okay.
Okay, tell us what you want to do.
So the Durrs bought 401 Jefferson Street. Many of you probably know it was a sinkhole house, the one that had the giant hole that tried to swallow it. And so they're trying to put it back closer to how it was when it was originally built. They're asking to be able to take off or return the enclosed front porch back to an open porch like it was when it was built, to remove the awnings that were not there when it was built because they're in poor shape anyway. They'd like to remove the brick pavers that were put on the porch and the sidewalk, which aren't correct and they're falling apart, and go back to concrete. And I think probably the biggest thing they're asking is they'd like to do a German schmear or a whitewash on the brick, because where they had to repair it, they had
Yeah,
to
it's
whitewash
all-
it, so you've got a big
Yeah.
splotch that doesn't match. They just like to make it uniform, because once you start smearing it, you can't unsmear it, so.
Right,
they
is
would
this the
just
house that sunk, the
Yeah.
front sunk in?
Yeah, the sinkhole house.
Yeah.
Right there at
Thought so.
Jefferson Street and Amulet.
And they wanted to be here, but his wife couldn't, and then Carrie was flying, so they called me. I said, sure, great people. He used to be a police officer in Natchitoches, they want to eventually return here and make it their permanent home, so right now it's just like a vacation home.
Thanks, Nurse. That was me.
Okay, just a minute, let me look at the rest of the photographs.
So he's removing the
Yeah.
awning.
Yeah, right in there.
Those two awnings in the front.
I think it's
It's
three.
really across from the radio station.
What about the handrails? Do those stay?
Those would stay for insurance purposes, you'd have to have handrails. As State Farm informed me.
Let me read
Do you have the
everything.
colors, Marion?
Well, a smear is no color, it's just a smear.
Are they doing any trim or anything?
I believe there's some colors mentioned in their packet. I got this last minute, so I'm sorry, I don't have it all memorized and didn't get a chance to print it.
You're
That's no
fine.
problem.
The
The
trim color's gonna be sent to the garage.
Trim
Pardon?
color would be similar to the above door garage door color palette from Historic Benjamin or Sherwin-Williams. Well, before we could approve the paint color, you've got to select it,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, they can come back for that. This will get them started.
right.
And I got a feeling they'll be here many times because they're going to try to make it nice.
Oh, it will be once it's finished.
Yeah.
The awning's coming down and the porch coming back on, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Vegetation.
They'll lighten up the house.
Commissioners, Dr. Owens, Mr. Wilson, any questions?
Tina.
Any
No,
other
ma'am.
questions?
Actually, I think it's going to be great.
That's what's up.
And I make a motion to approve the application with the stipulation before they do any painting.
To bring you a
uh,
sample?
that-
Put the samples in the file.
That we need to know, we have to prove them first.
Right.
Yeah, but let's get that in
Smear is
here.
fine, you know.
It's
so-
good examples that he used in town.
Yeah. So,
All right, Ms. Salter has moved, Ms. Robinson has seconded to accept the application as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay. All right.
That'd be very nice.
Thank you.
actually. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you, Brad.
It will be.
Where are they living now? Okay.
We're in Sydney,
That's it, isn't it?
Sydney and Bowen Hills.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Sydney.
what-
I don't know where Sydney's. I thought he was just closing his store and running away.
We were looking to see if we were able to take care of everything except two of them, Sydney Fredericks and,
No,
He just put it in there. We can't approve it, but it's just replacing the same
Yeah.
bricks with the same. And it's a tree
I know.
that evidently pushed up the bricks.
they didn't leave.
he's not.
We're waiting on Sydney
But honestly,
and,
that could have been an office
Brian.
because he's using the same thing.
yeah. You don't tell me that.
On Mr. Frederick's application, since he's replacing with same, can that be in a, y'all handle that in the office?
Right, so all he's doing is actually just taking up the brick, and he's
Where that
gonna,
tree,
Where the tree pushed it up,
yeah.
but he's putting it back down and replacing with same?
Right, right.
That honestly could be something that's approved in the office and we ratify it.
I'm okay with that.
I think he's just gonna go back with the concrete. with
That's
the
what it
same
says, he's
color.
replacing with
Yeah.
same.
Same.
yeah, so that would not be a problem. That can be handled.
I mean, actually, I can move to approve that because it really is just it's with the same and that way it doesn't just sit.
Right.
But see, I don't see, it would need, no need for him to come before the commissioners, that could be handled in office.
Okay.
Is that a motion?
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
Second?
Oh, go ahead.
Who seconded? Dr. Owens,
Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson? And who, you made the motion?
No, Steve.
Steve. Dr. Horton moved, and Mr. Wilson second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we can't do anything about.
He's on his way, Brian's on his way.
Oh, he is, okay. Well, commissioners, if everybody will be behaving themselves
That's
for a
fine.
few minutes. And what time is your children's?
In 4 minutes. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you all have any questions?
No, I'm just waiting on her to.
Well, you can come finish telling me about your, which, the three that you wanted to, yes.
Tree.
Brian.
Good afternoon.
Mr.
Brian.
Hicks, hello.
Yes, ma'am, how are you?
I'm good, how about you?
Mr. Steve, how are you?
Good.
Okay, I have a couple questions for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on the side that faces the bridge,
Yes, ma'am.
there is an existing sign, which will be the west side, that says Basic Health and Fitness.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Is
can we
that
bring
coming
that?
down? Or
Yes,
Steve, can
that
you
will be
bring
coming
that
down.
to the
Okay, that's
side?
coming down, so you only have one side that will face actually,
Where it's in orange is where you're putting it.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
okay. Second question, the smoothie sign that's been there 100 years, is that coming out or are you leaving it?
The plan was to remove it. We spoke about it last week, depending on how hard it is to remove, or either refacing it, resurfacing it with something different. However, we do not have a problem if it needs to be removed.
What would you put on it?
It could be another smoothie sign, meaning, hey, we have them indoors versus a drive-through, because we don't have a drive-through anymore now. So it could be the new logo for the smoothies only, or it could be a business logo or something,
Okay.
you know, but,
Serve smoothie?
ma'am, we will, yes.
Do you want the sign, Brian, or is that just an extra hindrance?
It's actually just extra. It's actually just extra.
I get rid of it.
Because
Are
we
you
talked about it,
keeping the one
taking
on
it
the
down.
corner of Williams and,
Yeah.
you're keeping the one up there in the front on Williams and
Kaiser.
Kaiser? The
It's
corner-
optional. It's optional. We could, if we can get the signs we need, we don't need the excess.
Because you've got so much footage.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you're a corner and that, and you have no problem with your proposing on sign. It was just that question of were you gonna keep smoothies? Were you gonna keep the one on the corner of Williams and the bridge? And then on the, where you have the,
Right, on
you're
the
pulling
front.
down that little basic one on the right? And you're
Right.
just gonna have the prep fitness up at the top?
Correct.
I'd get rid of that smoothie sign.
I
It
would-
doesn't do anything.
It's not gonna
for you.
help you, but I don't think you need it. It's gonna be more of an expense.
Right, it's more, again, I think it's the way it's set up, it's either how we're gonna take it down without causing, too much ground damage or anything like that. Mainly refacing it, to let everybody know we do have a smoothie bar back in.
I saw it off at the.
It's
at the
plastic,
bush.
I imagine.
Okay,
But I would get rid of it.
yeah, we were talking about it last week.
Yeah.
And then the sign up front at the corner by the red light, we like the sign because of that's what we have currently. But if we can modernize that space in a sense, get a more visible sign, because we've had so many issues with even shipments, we can't see the building, we can't find it, we can't
When
find
they
it.
came the last time, the sign was in place, so that's what they just replaced same with same.
Right,
But again, there's so much footage on your property that y'all can do something really cool.
right.
And
And actually, that sign by the light is very difficult to read.
Correct.
it's just a
mean,
lot of stuff on it, but you're sharing it with
But
the
it's
physical
too
therapy
light.
place.
Right.
It's too light to read,
Right.
but, I don't have problems with what he's
I don't either.
proposing.
You don't even,
Any
I'll
further-
make a motion then to, accept the application.
Second motion.
Okay, Ms. Salter has moved, Ms. Robinson has seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposition?
One question,
Yes, ma'am.
when are you going to open?
So we received our glass. It's not here yet, but we received it. It's in. We get that put in hopefully this week. And then the new machines that were damaged, they're ready to be shipped out. So as soon as we get that, and the smoothie bar is actually being painted today and cabinets go in Monday. So we will be literally training to open in the next 7 to 10 days. So
Fabulous.
opening hopefully in the next 14 to 17 days.
Great, great.
So don't quote me on that, but that's what
Yeah,
our
glad to
timeline
hear that.
lies.
Brian, it says, there's a notation in the folder from today. Note the colors on the board that was delivered with the colors painted. Where are you putting gray color? Is that,
That's
Where's the
part
wood?
of, that's the gray that's in here.
Where's the block?
okay.
That, as far as what I can determine,
So one of them's not gonna be,
Yeah, I think it's whiter. I can't remember the colors on the
It's a
board.
lighter
do you
gray.
know which one you're not?
So those are the 3 grays that we've currently used. We
Okay.
do want to enhance the outside of the building.
Oh, so you're talking about the painting around
Yes.
that?
Exactly.
Gotcha,
Exactly
gotcha,
at the
gotcha.
top. Correct. Correct.
Coach Ixnay, you said you will still be selling smoothies,
Yes.
but not just the drive-through?
Correct. It just won't be in the drive-through.
That's when I saw that. I
Yeah,
said, was it
that, we didn't
paint?
see it in
We didn't see that in the application.
Okay,
We need to
so,
look at that.
okay, if you're doing that, what about the walls, Brian? The,
The metal buildings.
So that's what that lighter gray was gonna come in. The darker gray would be the border, as you see the blue already. So it wouldn't be a change as far as shade, it'd just be a color change. And then the building would be lighter at a later date. So we wanna try to enhance the entire building, not just the inside.
Come walk over here just a second and look at this block and tell us exactly which grade. We're talking about.
okay, so this,
So that is your darker colors,
so that's this.
That is
that will
the,
be here.
that's
All
the
right,
upper
this.
part.
And then this will be your lighter color.
All right, so you're not using this one over here.
Well, we haven't decided which one.
Gotcha.
And
we
when
don't want-
will
we don't
that
want-
be painted?
We didn't even wanna talk about it until we had this meeting. So I didn't wanna make a bunch of plans and then,
Well, my question was, you know, if you put a sign up there, then you gotta take it back down and paint it.
Mr. Wilson, did you see?
Yes,
it?
I do.
we should be able to work our way around it, cause the sign here won't be as bold,
Okay.
so it won't be
Okay.
it won't have a big of a footprint as the front side.
I personally don't have a problem with either of the colors. I don't have a problem with either of them. If you're looking for one that's not gonna fade,
Right.
it's gonna be that one
Correct.
more than that one. And this for the building is fine.
Yeah.
But that's just an opinion. Either one is okay. You're just gonna fade probably this one like you see it doing right
Correct.
there. More
And
so
that's why
than
we wanted to use the darker up top.
That's just, I have no problem with the colors.
No, well,
You want,
This is
you want to
another
amend
purpose.
the app to approve
Okay.
both parts?
All right, then I amend the application, and we accept the application as presented, including the exterior colors for the building, the lighter gray being the actual building material, color, and then the medium gray as the top trim.
Well, actually, someone made a decision for you because Nancy said the other color will not be used, so that may have
Well, I told her
answered
that
it, but-
today because I
Okay,
couldn't
so,
remember the three colors that they
so it
put
looks
on
like they're approving a
Somebody-
grizzly gray and the number is here
Yes.
and gray matter is the number
Right,
here.
right.
So basically, they decided he just didn't know.
All right, we have a motion.
I'll second that.
Wait just a minute, that has been amended. We'll vote on the amendment first. All in favor of the amendment to the motion?
Aye.
Any opposition? All right, now we will vote on the full application.
Madam Chair, I'll offer.
What, the full colors, that's what we're voting on.
He is,
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson moved to approve, but if you flip over, Ms. Alter, at the top,
These
that's the
colors
two
here.
colors.
Okay.
All right, so we're voting on the motion as amended. All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson and Ms. Robinson. Okay, all in favor? Any opposition? Okay.
You're good to go.
Thank you.
So
Have a
you've
good day.
done all your approvals now, so except if you change that corner sign, you'll
Yeah.
come back with a plan for that, and that's it.
For the one at the corner?
Yeah.
Now that I have that, I can actually kind of decide what I want to do, so I will let you guys know.
But it is a prominent corner, so,
Right.
you know, be, you know, thoughtful, because that'll sell the business.
Right, even the flower bed I put there, I didn't think people would notice it, and they did.
Right.
So, just small things like that. So yes, we will put some thought into it, and we'll revisit at that point.
You're good to go?
Thank y'all, have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you.
All right, agenda item number 4, other new business. Do you want to indicate, Ms. Rock, the date of the
The-
meeting in September, I'm so sorry, the date in the meeting in September?
Well, we're gonna do that following Wednesday,
Okay,
but we
so,
can check and make sure that's
The
gonna be okay.
Wednesday after Labor Day?
Yes.
Wednesday, September 4th?
Well,
no, September 4th is Labor Day, so it would be the 6th,
the 6th.
is that right?
Yeah,
Okay,
because it's always on Monday.
yep,
So September 6th?
would be, unless we run into a problem, so.
We'll check that.
Okay. Any other business to come before the commission? And we've got the date. Okay. All in favor of, or someone make a motion?
I'll make that motion to adjourn.
Mr. Harden has moved to adjourn. Is there a second?
Aye.
Ms. Salter has moved, has seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay.
I'm seeing in September that the 4th is on Wednesday.
Yeah, the first is on Monday.